Hi, welcome. So today I'm going to interact with the Sakshi. Sakshi is a graduate in biotechnology with 483 GATE score general category, and she got selected into three prestigious IITs in M.tech courses. IIT Guwahati with scholarship in Agriculture and Rural Technology Department, IIT Hyderabad self-sponsored in biotechnology, and IIT Jodhpur again this without scholarship, not self-sponsored but without scholarship in biotechnology only. So score was towards the lower side, and Sakshi kept on trying, and she applied in multiple places and converted her score into selection. So these all are wonderful opportunities, and that is what we keep on telling many over there, that if you apply, and if you apply in those courses where there's an interview, because Sakshi faced interview in all, I think, on all of these options. So where there is an interview, just keep preparing a little bit about your interview, and the opportunity of selection is very high. So there is always a way you can convert your GATE score into multiple selections. So let's have interaction with Sakshi and listen to what she is to tell. Hi Sakshi, and let me thank you for sparing this time on the Sunday. How are you?
You're welcome, sir. So I'm pretty good.
Okay, so Sakshi, it's a wonderful interaction today going to be because you have got a couple of options which are really very good option. Let me tell all the viewers first that you are biotechnology graduate, and you got into a couple of very prestigious institutes like IIT Hyderabad, Guwahati, and Jodhpur. And I will interact with you and ask you about your entire journey, Sakshi, which I know was quite interesting. Now, for the last couple of months, you are applying and you are going for interviews, you are preparing. So, till you get selected, this entire thing is all uncertain. So, you have gone through that entire phase, and I want that your this journey should be shared with thousands of others who may feel like having the same opportunities which you have explored for yourself, Sakshi. So I start with your brief background. Please tell us, when did you graduate in biotechnology, and from which part of India you are, Sakshi? And what was your GATE score with biotechnology you have appeared? And what was your CGPA and your category?
Okay. Sir, so I graduated from JP Institute of Information Technology, Noida, where Noida is where I currently live. And I graduated in 2021 with honors in biotechnology, and my CGPA was 8. So in my final year, I got placed, and for 6 months, I did an internship in a patent research-based firm in Gurgaon, and after that, I started preparing for GATE. And I gave GATE Biotech 2022, which was my first attempt, and I scored 483 in that. Uh, and sir, I applied to all the institutes as you were guiding us. So I kept applying in wherever you said.
Okay.
And
So
then
we will
I,
come to that little later, Sakshi.
okay.
Can you please tell us of your category also, Sakshi?
Yes, sir, my category is general.
Okay, so I will come to that part where you applied and where you got
Mhm.
selected. But Sakshi, I want to ask you one question first. Like this institute, JP Institute, is very reputed, for IT, and a lot of good courses are there, job-related courses, in fact.
Yes, sir.
So may I ask you why at the first place you thought of biotechnology? Something must be there in your mind when you thought of, I want to go for biotechnology.
So actually, I wanted actually to go for MBBS, and I had dropped an year to prepare for that. And but I got BDS only. I could not get MBBS, and since I am originally from Jammu, so I got BDS through state quota,
Okay,
but I did not want that.
okay.
So
So it was your
that,
medical line that gave you this.
yes,
Okay.
sir. So we have
That
very limited choices actually with
that
biology background.
that brings me to another very interesting question now, and that is, once a student writes his 11th and 12th with bio,
Hmm.
and suppose he decides after that to explore the options other than medical field,
Hmm.
so then can he go into biotechnology if he does not have mathematics in 11th and 12th class? So were you having mathematics
So
with you?
no, I did not, but it
Hmm.
also depends on the college. For example, in our college, it was not mandatory because anyway we had to study mathematics in first and second year.
Okay.
So it was covered in that. But some of the colleges do demand, even for biotechnology, they demand that you have uh, mathematics in 11th and 12th. So in fact, in some of the courses in IITs while applying, I could not apply because they asked for mathematics in 11th and 12th.
Okay.
So
So that
that's
means if
always,
you do not have mathematics 11, 12th, even then you can pursue biotechnology. Am I right in
yes,
that?
yes, sir, B.Tech in
Okay,
biotechnology.
that is wonderful, because the moment you do biotechnology, entire world of opportunities will open up. And honestly
Yes,
speaking, I was not aware about this. So that's what, no, every interaction teaches us something. So that is
yes,
wonderful, Sakshi. You chose this particular path, and now you have proved that this was the right decision from your side. Now I'm coming to your journey post gate, when you got the gate score and then you started exploring the options. First, please tell us in how many institutes you have got selected so far, with what course, like M.tech, MS, PhD, which IIT, which department, which course, your selections first.
okay. So, sir, presently I've got selected in three courses. One was M.tech in medical biotechnology, which was self-sponsored M.tech in IIT Hyderabad. Then I also got regular M.tech without assistantship in IIT Jodhpur in M.tech in bioscience and bioengineering. And I also got agricultural and rural technology, IIT Guwahati, that is also M.tech.
Okay, and that is with scholarship only.
Yes,
Okay, so if I summarize, you got IIT Hyderabad, that is self-sponsored, IIT
yes,
Jodhpur, that is without scholarship, and third
yes,
is IIT Guwahati, that is M.tech with scholarship.
yes.
Okay, that is how it is. Wonderful. All the three options are very good, Sakshi. And now I also want to know, uh, for students should also know that how many places you need to apply to get finally selected in couple of options. So please, if you remember, tell us how many places did you apply?
So basically, I applied wherever possible because that's what you guided us to do, right? That we have to apply to maximum possible places. So wherever you can apply, you should apply. Especially if your gate score is towards the lower side, then it is better to apply to those courses which also have an interview, because
Yes,
that gives you an edge because you have an option to prove yourself during the interview. So
yes,
I applied to all those courses in which I was eligible and for which there was an interview, and of course the regular courses as well, to all the IITs. And after applying, I got call from IIT Hyderabad for M.tech Biotechnology, from IIT Jodhpur for M.tech PhD integrated, and for M.tech without assistantship. And then from IIT Guwahati, I got calls from the agro and rural technology, energy science, and disaster management. And I also got a call from IIT Gandhinagar for the written test, but I could not make it through in IIT Gandhinagar for the
okay.
interview.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as a student of biotechnology, Sakshi, that means there are so many departments in which I am eligible to apply, right?
Yes, sir.
So, are you also eligible for departments such as data science and these new domains which are coming, like cognitive science, data science?
Yes, sir.
So you can
For
apply in those.
cognitive, yes, yes, sir.
Hmm. So you applied for direct PhD also, Sakshi, or you were only interested in master's courses?
Sir, I did not apply for PhD. I applied only for masters. The only one that I applied was M.tech PhD dual degree, but not
Hmm.
PhD.
And, and that too, you wanted to remain very close to your department only.
Yes, sir. That was the main reason.
Okay, so which are the other departments very, very close to biotechnology? Like suppose I say mechanical engineering, then applied mechanics, energy studies, or this kind of departments like your uh, oceaneering. These come very close to. Similar
So,
to
like,
that, yeah,
environmental is, I
very
think it
close.
is
Huh?
part of civil, but
Mm,
the course is kind of relevant. And again, this agricultural and rural technology, it is also kind of relevant to biotechnology.
mm,
And other ones are like disaster management or energy science. These are kind of generic for all science students.
mm.
So
Anybody can go in that direction.
yes,
So
but
looks like, yeah. So looks like you still want to be in your field only, right? In masters,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you want to stick around. Okay. Anyhow, now Sakshi, you have got three options with you, and all three are very lucrative. All three are very reputed institutes, I must say. So have you decided finally which one you are going to take, or you're still in decision making mode?
No, sir. I finally decided that I'll go for M.tech in IIT Jodhpur.
Okay, wonderful. So any specific reason why not to join IIT Guwahati? I'll ask because that is an old IIT.
Yes, sir. And I get stipend also there. But
Yeah.
the thing is, sir, the agriculture and rural technology department, uh, so the scope is kind of limited, very
Hmm.
limited. And the other thing is that it is not directly
Yes.
relevant, but it
So,
is
so
just
I agree to
somewhere.
your second statement, but I don't agree to your first statement. Maybe scope is there, but yes, it may not be linked to. That is the reason I asked you in the beginning. You want to remain in your domain.
Yes,
So
sir.
yes, and because you have invested a couple of years in biotechnology, bioscience, and all, so makes
Yes,
sense
sir.
that you want to pursue now further in this. Otherwise, I tell
Yes,
you
sir.
this even rural technology department now they have given a new name to this, and it is agriculture and rural technology, I suppose now.
Yes, sir.
So
School of
that
Agriculture and Technology.
and they are giving you scholarship also. But
Yes,
yes,
sir.
you want to be in your own domain, Sakshi. So
Yes,
now, since you have decided to go for Jodhpur, I am very sure you must have done some kind of analysis of that department also, Sakshi. So,
yes, sir.
could you see some kind of research work going on and professors in that department? Though
Yes,
it is a
sir.
new IIT, but I'm very sure the professors and all they must be very learned and very good people from good academicians from different part of world.
Sir, it was during the interview since I had given two interviews at Jodhpur. So I had gone through the department, the kind of research that is going on, the labs. So actually, the biotechnology department is very good there, and the professors have like so many projects under their belts. The funding that they are receiving from the government is huge, and
Mm,
there are lot of funded projects that are going on over there, so
mm,
that was really lucrative.
mm,
And the professors when I and they have a number of labs
mm,
under different professors. So there was a so I have a lot of options as to explore as to which lab I would like to work in.
mm,
And the professors are also, they've done PhD. Some of the professors have done PhD from abroad, some have done
mm,
from Indian Institute of Sciences, and
mm,
like that.
mm.
So the professors were really good. So I also asked the students who are currently studying there and the ones who have passed.
Mm,
So they all said that if you wish to pursue research, then this is a very good place about the
mm,
professors.
mm. Okay, so Sakshi, let me ask you now. You are going for master's program. Have you anything in your mind as of now? You must have decided that what after a master's I want to do, which direction I want to go.
Sir, I have decided that I'll try to apply abroad for PhD.
Okay. Mm. For that, certainly Jodhpur is a very good place.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
So I'll try to build my profile accordingly.
Mm. So you want to go for higher education further, right, Sakshi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Sakshi, you have you seen some kind of curriculum things in IIT Jodhpur related to your department?
Sir, IIT Jodhpur, they have not given it in much detail because I've only accepted the offer yesterday.
Okay.
So that's why I had done that research for IIT Hyderabad,
Okay.
uh, since
Okay.
I
So,
had accepted that last month.
when is your session going to start there?
Sir, on 25th July.
20th of July.
25th of July, sir.
25th of July, the session will start.
Yes, sir.
Mm. And this program is of 2 years, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm. So, Sakshi, do they have MS program also in this or only M.tech?
No, they do not have MS in IIT Jodhpur
Mm.
in this
And
department.
last year I was interacting with some of the students of IIT Jodhpur, those who took admission without assistantship, but later on
Mhm.
they got assistantship. Are you aware
Yes,
something of that type?
yeah. So in the form which they gave, basically the brochure, it was the categories in which you can apply. So the category for which I applied is regular M.Tech without assistantship. In that they have mentioned the that the child will be selected on the basis of their GATE score,
Mhm.
and in the first semester they'll not get any assistantship. If funds are available, they might get assistantship in the next semester onwards.
Okay, okay. So then they can get it.
Yes, sir.
Mm, that's wonderful. Okay, Sakshi. So I think we have come to an end of this wonderful session. But I'll ask you before I leave. Your GATE score was 483, Sakshi, and I'll not say it was very high. I'll not say it was very low, but it was moderate score. And you have converted that score into wonderful selections. There are so many students over there who have their GATE scores, who have credentials with them, like it may be in the form of CGPA, because CGPA also is a very valuable thing. Actually, students are not aware, many students, if you get 8 plus CGPA, as it keeps on growing further, it is asset, because for higher education, MS, PhD, that is a very, very important thing. So
Yes, sir.
students do not respect their scores and all, and they think they may not get admission into that. I want you to give your opinion to all the students, or your advice to students, especially biotechnology, that do they stand some chance, or can they, have opportunities even if they think their score is less?
So I was one such student. In my mind, I had decided that I'll surely get an NIT, but not an IIT. That's not possible. It was only that through counseling that you always kept telling us, pushed us that apply. So the first thing is that one must apply. उसमें कंजूसी नहीं करनी चाहिए. One should apply even to courses they're not sure about, or they know that they won't join, but it is always good to have offers in hand, and then you decide that okay, this is what I want and this is I don't. So one must apply, and again, as I said, apply to the courses which have an interview, because
Mm,
that gives you a much better chance.
mm,
Because at the interview, if you're confident, if you're good at your subjects, so because it's not like I prepared very intensively for the interview. It was just what I prepared for GATE. I just
yes.
revised it, and
Mm,
also it's not like you can completely prepare for an interview, because they'll always ask something which is kind of out of the box. After all, they're IIT
mm,
professors, but it's more of like they want to see your presence of mind. That if they ask you something mind-boggling, so
mm,
what kind of reply you give. So
mm,
it's more of how you present yourself at the interview. So even if your GATE score is low, one should apply and give interviews as
mm.
much as possible.
Yes. So that is very well said, Sakshi. That first thing is you should try. Unless until you try, you never know when you get the opportunities. Second
Yes,
is keep preparing a little bit, and वहाँ पे जरूर apply करो जहाँ पे मैं इसमें add करूँगा कि जहाँ पे SOP की requirement भी है, because normally
yes,
students tend to avoid there. Where
exactly.
there's a requirement of SOP, where there's a requirement of making PPT, where there's a
Yes, sir.
interview, where there's a written exam, so students tend to avoid it. So then we get more opportunities there. And
Yes, sir.
interview कुछ भी नहीं होता है, जैसे as you said, Sakshi, that you have not made any extraordinary preparation for that, but it is all about keeping your preparation of GATE intact. तो थोड़ा सा उसको तैयारी
Exactly.
करते रहो, subjects का अपना knowledge थोड़ा सा, and wherever you get
Yes,
opportunity, go there with confidence, and
yes,
maybe
sir.
opportunities will pop up. आप 10 जगह ट्राई करते हैं, 4 जगह सिलेक्शन होता है, 6 जगह रिजेक्शन होता है, इट इज पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ लाइफ.
Yes, sir.
बट एट द
Yes.
एंड यू हैव कपल ऑफ ऑप्शंस, एंड योर्स इज अ टिपिकल केस जिसमें 3 ऑप्शंस आई, उसमें से नाउ यू आर चूजर कि मेरे को ये उठाना है. सो
सर
दैट
मैंने
इज
4
व्हाट.
इंटरव्यूज दिए थे, उसमें से 3 इंटरव्यूज में मेरा हो गया, सिर्फ पीएचडी वाले में नहीं हुआ। तो इवन आई डिड नॉट थिंक कि ऐसा हो
You
सकता है,
wanted,
बट हो गया।
and PhD you did not want at this stage.
यस सर।
And where was that PhD वाला, कहाँ पे हुआ था साक्षी?
सर जोधपुर में जो एमटेक
अच्छा.
पीएचडी इंटीग्रेटेड था, उसमें भी सर एक्चुअली इन पीएचडी दे आस्क कि आपको पहले से लैब वर्क का कोई एक्सपीरियंस है या नहीं।
अच्छा.
And I did not have that because in my year during fourth year there was
हाँ.
complete lockdown, so I could not work in the lab. So
हम्म,
they said that you haven't worked in the lab or anything.
हम्म,
So
हम्म,
that I did not have.
हम्म.
So
तो साक्षी, आपका
yeah,
जो 11th 12th का जो मैथमेटिक्स ना होना है, आई होप इट वाज इट डिड नॉट क्रिएट एनी ट्रबल इन योर एक्सप्लोरिंग द ऑप्शंस.
not much, but एक दो courses से जैसे कि एक I think pharmaceutical biotechnology एक course है किसी IIT में शायद, so I don't remember, कोई second generation IIT है। तो फार्मास्यूटिकल बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के लिए आई कुड नॉट अप्लाई, उसके लिए दे वांटेड mathematics, बाकी सब बायोटेक के कोर्सेज या बायो से रिलेटेड सभी कोर्सेज में आई कुड अप्लाई.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, Sakshi, so that brings us to an end of this wonderful session. And let me thank you again for the time you gave. And I wish you all the very best for your academic career ahead. IIT Jodhpur is a wonderful institute, and I'm very sure you are going to get scholarship also there once you join. And you're going to get very good PhD positions in top global universities. All the very best, and
Thank
thank you.
you. Welcome, sir.